The Rams are entering a dangerous draft season where even the most reliable starters might find themselves on the chopping block. Our roster looks strong right now, but big changes are coming that could shake the very foundation of our offensive line. If we make the wrong move at pick 13, we could lose a key piece of our protection for next year. This is a critical moment for the future of our team and your favorite players. Before we dive into who might be leaving Los Angeles, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to stay completely informed. Warren McClendon is the name every fan needs to watch as we head toward the draft night festivities. He was absolutely fantastic during the last season when he had to step in and play for our veteran leader Rob Havenstein. Most of us expected him to be the future of that right tackle position because his pass blocking was some of the best we saw in the entire league. However, there is a serious situation developing behind the scenes because this talented young man is entering the final year of his rookie contract right now. If he plays another great season, the team might not be able to afford to keep him around long term. That creates a very difficult choice for our front office as they look at the incoming college talent. There is a lot of talk right now about the team drafting a new tackle like Monroe Freeling to secure the edge. If the Rams decide to take a tackle early in the draft, it would create an immediate competition during training camp for that starting spot on the right side. This would likely mean that the young starter we grew to trust last year would be moved back into a backup role. While having more depth at tackle is always a good thing for a winning team, it feels risky to move away from someone who has already proven he can play at a high level. We have to remember that the draft is always a gamble, and even the best college prospects can struggle when they first reach the professional level. Our offensive line was a major reason why we were so successful recently, and changing the chemistry of that group is a big decision. The team has a history of finding great value in later rounds, but using a high pick on a tackle would signal a major change in how they view the current roster. We are seeing a lot of speculation that the front office wants to get younger and cheaper at several key positions to manage the salary cap effectively. This news is surprising to many of us because the young tackle played so well when we needed him most. It shows that in the professional football world, your job is never truly safe even after a breakout season. We have to watch how the draft board falls because it will tell us exactly what the coaches think about our protection. Emmanuel Forbes is another player who is facing a very uncertain future with our defense right now. When the team first picked him up off waivers at the end of the 2024 season, it felt like a very smart move with very little risk involved. He is a very fast and talented athlete who has shown flashes of being a great playmaker in the secondary. However, we have also seen a lot of inconsistency from him during some of the biggest games of the year. One of the biggest concerns with this young defender is his physical size when he has to go up against the biggest wide receivers in our division. It is also a challenge for him when he has to step up and help stop the running game near the line of scrimmage. The team has already made some big moves to improve the secondary by trading for stars and signing veteran help recently. These additions have pushed the young prospect down the depth chart into a more limited role on the field. Now, there are reports that the coaching staff is looking to add even more talent at the cornerback position during the upcoming draft. If a new rookie is brought in with a high draft pick, this young man will have to fight for his life just to stay on the active roster. We know that he has the speed to compete, but he needs to show more strength and consistency to earn the trust of the defensive coordinators. It is always hard to see a young player with so much potential struggle to find his permanent home on the defense. He has had some great moments where he looked like a future star, but those moments need to happen every single week. The NFL is a league where you have to prove yourself every day or someone else will take your spot. As we look at the draft prospects available, there are several bigger cornerbacks who might fit our defensive scheme a bit better than he does right now. This creates a lot of tension as we head into the summer months because the competition is going to be fierce. Our secondary needs to be elite if we want to make another deep run in the playoffs, and every spot on the field matters. We will see if this young playmaker can step up his game and hold off the new competition very soon. This situation matters because the chemistry of our team is what makes us successful on Sunday afternoons. When you start talking about replacing starters with rookies, you are taking a massive risk with the stability of the entire group. If we replace a proven blocker with a college kid, it could lead to our quarterback taking more hits and getting hurt. We all know that if our quarterback goes down, our chances of winning games disappear instantly. This draft is not just about adding new talent. It is about deciding who we can really trust when the game is on the line. The front office is trying to balance the budget, while also trying to keep the team as strong as possible. If they let go of a player who has already shown he can win, they have to be absolutely sure the new guy is better. This kind of movement creates a lot of stress inside the locker room, because players see their friends losing their jobs. It reminds everyone that this is a business first and a game second. For the fans, this matters because we want to see a consistent winner on the field every single week. We have seen teams fall apart because they tried to get too young too fast and lost their veteran leadership. On the other hand, bringing in fresh talent can give the team a needed boost of energy and speed. It is a very delicate balance that the coaches have to manage perfectly if they want to stay at the top. The impact of these draft picks will be felt immediately during the first week of the season. If the new players cannot handle the pressure, we might see a slow start to the year that we cannot recover from. We are at a point where every win counts, and we cannot afford to take a step backward. This is why the decisions made on draft night are so important for the future of our franchise. We are looking for players who can help us win a championship right now, not 3 years from today. The window for success in this league is very small, and we have to make the most of it while we can. That is why seeing these potential departures is so concerning for everyone who follows this team closely. We need to be sure that the upgrades are actually making us a better football team today now. Let us look at the best-case scenario for our favorite team as we move through this draft process. If the front office hits on these draft picks, we could end up with a much cheaper and more athletic roster. Imagine if a new rookie tackle comes in and plays even better than the veterans we have now. That would save us millions of dollars in salary cap space and give us a star for the next decade. It would mean our defense becomes faster and our offense becomes more explosive than ever before. This is the dream that every fan has when they see their team on the clock. However, we also have to consider the worst-case scenario, which is much more frightening for us. If these new players fail to adjust to the speed of the professional game, our protection will crumble. Our quarterback will be under constant pressure, and our running game will disappear. If the new cornerbacks cannot cover the elite receivers in our league, our defense will give up big plays every single game. This would lead to a losing season and a lot of frustration for everyone involved with the team. The tension is building because we will not know the answer until the pads come on in late August. Every draft pick is a leap of faith, and sometimes those leaps end in a painful fall. We have seen high draft picks turn into busts before, and it sets the whole organization back for years. The coaches are putting their reputations on the line by moving away from players who have already contributed to our success. It is a high-stakes game of poker where the prize is a trip to the Super Bowl. If this plan works, the general manager will look like a genius who rebuilt the team on the fly. But if it fails, we will be left wondering why we changed things when the roster was already in a good spot. The margin for error is almost zero in the NFL, and one bad decision can ruin an entire season. We are all waiting with bated breath to see which direction the team chooses to go. Will they play it safe and keep the guys we know, or will they take a gamble on the unknown? The future of the team depends on these next few weeks, and the choices made in the draft room right now. In the end, the Rams are making some very bold moves that could define our success for years to come. It is clear that no one's job is completely safe, even after a great season on the field. We are seeing a shift toward younger talent, but that comes with a lot of uncertainty for the fans. I want to know what you think about this situation because your opinion matters to me. Be honest with me right now. Would you rather keep the proven players we have, or are you excited to see some fresh faces in the lineup? It is a tough choice that could go either way for our team. If you love the Rams and want to stay updated on every single roster move, please make sure to like this video. It really helps the channel and keeps our community growing strong. Also, do not forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss an update. We are going to be covering the draft very closely, and you will not want to miss our analysis. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this journey with us today. Go Rams today!